All right, good morning, everybody. So if you want to make sure you have a chair and some water, and either some dumbbells or ankle weights or wrist weights. Okay, we're going to use those later. Just want to make sure you can see my feet back there. Good. All right, so you can either stand or stay seated, and we're just going to take a nice big breath, and we're going to reach up to the ceiling. Exhale as we come down. Good, 2 more times, big breath in. Exhale as you come down. Good, last one, up and down. Good. From here, we start with some Y's, T's, and A's. So right here with our, making like an A with our arms, we want to keep our hands at our side. So if I go from the side here, you can't see them. I want to rotate my thumbs back. So my palms are up towards the ceiling now. And then I want to squeeze my shoulder blades together. So it's externally rotating our shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, make sure you don't overextend that low back. Good, and relax. Shake that up. Okay, now we'll make a T, arms straight out to the side. Same thing, rotate those thumbs back, squeeze the shoulders together. Pull your belly button in, squeeze your glutes. You can do little pulses. Just keep those thumbs back, palms up. Good, and come down and shake that up. Good, now for our Y. Hands up towards the ceiling like you're making a Y with your body. Same thing, now the thumbs are still pointed towards the back. My palms are facing together, and squeeze those shoulders back.
Christy, your hands are cut off. You need to step forward a little bit.
I can't.
You can't.
No, okay. Though. And go ahead and have a seat. All right. Shoulder rolls to the back. Good, I can maybe move this chair out of the way. We're going to use it in just a second here. Okay, so if you can do a couple of neck turns. So we're going to start with our nose. So if you just stay standing, I'm just coming a little closer so you can see me. Keep your shoulders facing square, and we're just going to turn our head to one side, trying to look over our shoulder as much as we can. And then slowly make your way towards the other side. Shoulders stay forward. Rotate that chin as far as you can. And then we'll slowly make our way back to that other side. Looking over your shoulder. And nice and slow back to the other side. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Down away from your ears. And go ahead and make your way back to center, looking at me. Okay, and now for our yeses. So from the side here, we're gonna just take our chin to our chest, looking down to the floor. Feel a stretch maybe back here in our neck. And then we're gonna slowly make our way up towards the ceiling, just as high as you can. Once you reach that point where you can't go any further, nice and easy, slowly make your way back down to the floor. Okay, we don't wanna hang out in that position. We can tuck our chin and look at the floor. This one we can hang out with a little bit. And then when you're ready, nice and easy, back up towards that ceiling. Just as far as you can. And then come back to center, looking at me. Good. All right, one more, we're gonna do what we call chin tucks. So again, from the side here, I'm in a neutral position. I wanna draw my chin into my throat, trying to make as many chins as I can. Shoulders down away from my ears. And relax. Come back to neutral. Good. And again, chin tuck, shoulders down, as many chins as we can. Good, and relax. One more time. Chin goes back, shoulders down. Good, and come back to center. Good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get warmed up here. So remember, any of these you can do from your chair, okay? So we're gonna start with toe touches. So that means we're just gonna toe touch and back. Like we're testing the pool. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it ready to jump in? And then we're gonna point with that opposite hand towards that foot. Good. This is gonna help with your balance, pointing the opposite hand towards that opposite foot. This is also how we walk. But remember, if this is too much, you can do it from your chair. Good, I'm gonna kick up the music a little bit. Maybe, if I know where the remote is. Well, as you guys know, I'm not very tech savvy. I think I got it though. Good. Now let's drive that knee up. So we'll patty cake the knee. Touch the knee with that opposite hand now. You might go a little wide with your feet as you alternate back and forth. Good, and back to toes in front. That's it, good, one more time, knee up. Touch that knee with that opposite hand. Nice job, and let's go into a march. Get a drink of water if you need it, anytime of course. Now is a good time as we transition. We're gonna kick it up a little bit here. So let's go a little wide with those feet. Good, and then we're gonna toe touch to the side. Dip and touch, dip, touch, dip, touch, dip, touch, dip, touch. Good. Now we're gonna cross with our arms. Twist that torso and cross. Good, we're gonna switch those heel kicks. We're gonna try to kick ourselves in the butt. Good, now let's do our bicep curls. Arms at our side, palms out, and squeeze, squeeze. Good, go back to that march. We're gonna backstroke. Good, and switch and toe touch cross. Remember, if you need to do these from your chair anytime, that's what you can. Remember, this is what they look like. it, you can. Good. 2, 1, and backstroke, march. Good, that's it. Really open up those shoulders. And remember, you can do this seated too. Your arms really help get that heart rate up. So even if you're not standing, doing all of these arm movements with those legs will really help get that heart rate up. That's what we're looking for. Good. 3, 2, 1. Back to those twists. Touch. Good. 2, 1, and butt kickers. Bicep curls. Good, and march. Backstroke. Woo, nice job, you guys. Shake out those arms. Keep marching. Get a drink of water. We're going to kick it up into some high intensity intervals here for the next 5 minutes. That's right, you heard me right. High intensity intervals. Okay? Now remember, your intensity might be different than somebody else's, okay? So your high intensity might be somebody's medium intensity. Your high intensity might be somebody's super high intensity, okay? So remember your rate of perceived exertion. So we're gonna do 30 seconds climbing the longest ladder ever. We're gonna pick up those feet, we're gonna keep those elbows together, and we're gonna reach. Pick up those knees and reach with those arms, okay? Like we're climbing a ladder, really, really fast. Most unsafe ladder climb ever, okay? Do not climb a ladder like this at home. Full disclosure, do not climb ladders like this. Okay, but we're gonna do 30 seconds, high intensity. We're gonna go really fast. Halfway through, we're gonna say, EnhanceFitness is my favorite class, okay? By the time we get to the word is, we wanna be taking a breath, okay? So we wanna go high enough to where we're saying, EnhanceFitness is my favorite class, okay? If you're going to say, EnhanceFitness is my favorite class, I've done some other classes, I mean, this is probably my favorite. If you're able to have that much of a dialogue with yourself and not have to take a breath, you might want to pick it up a little bit, okay? If we get to the point where you're like, EnhanceFitness is, and you can barely even get one word out before you have to take that breath, dial it back a little bit, okay? That's your rate of perceived exertion, okay? Trying to be able to say 2 to 3 words before you're out of breath, okay? So we're gonna do that for 30 seconds on, and then we're gonna come down and rest for 15 seconds, okay? So we're gonna work twice as long, half of the rest. Most of you guys know those 15 seconds go real quick, so make sure to have your water bottle handy and ready to get a quick drink, okay? All right. So remember, you can do this from your chair too. If you need to, we're gonna do the climbs and you're just gonna sit seated and climb that ladder, okay? All right, I'm just gonna move my chair to make sure I have enough room you guys can see me. Okay. Get my timer going. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and climb. Big elbows in, drive those knees up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. Now remember, you're on mute. We're going on the honor system. 2, 1, and rest. Come back to that march. Catch your breath. Get a drink of water if you want. 5 more seconds. Go! That's it. Draw those knees up. Reach, reach, reach. Climb, climb, climb. EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. Now remember, you guys are on mute. You can test yourself anytime if you think you're going a little too hard or need to dial it back. And rest. Remember, you guys can say that to yourself anytime if you need to test where you're at. If you feel like you're going too hard, maybe not hard enough. 2, 1, and go. Climb, climb, climb. EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. Okay, that's it. Stay on those toes. 2, 1, and rest. Come back to that march. Five seconds. 2, 1, and climb. That's it. Breathe. EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. Stay on those toes. Keep those elbows in. Two, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, and climb. That's right, EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. 2, 1, and rest. Nice job, you guys. And 2, 1, and climb. Last 2 rounds, you guys. EnhanceFitness is my favorite class. 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Enhanced Fitness is my favorite class. That's it, 5 seconds, keep playing. 2, 1, and rest. Nice job, you guys. Come back to that march, get a drink of water. Okay, get that drink of water, catch your breath. We're gonna do a little bit of recovery now. Cool down, if you will. And we'll do our chair dance. Okay, so if you guys can just make sure that you can make a square around your chair, okay? We're gonna take 8 steps forward, 8 steps sideways, 8 steps back, making a complete square around our chair, okay? So I'm just pushing mine out here to make sure I don't run into the wall, so you guys can still try to see me as much as you can. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and stand with our hand, so we're like kind of kitty corner of the chair here, okay? So I could go forward, or I could go sideways without walking into my chair, okay? So if you need to watch first, then I'll show you how to do this in your chair, okay? So first we're just gonna start with our march, and then we're gonna start going in this direction to the side. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we're just at the beginning. We're going to repeat that a few times through, okay? If you are not feeling stable enough to do that standing, you're just going to work on your march in your chair, okay? That is it. Work on just driving those knees up and picking that foot up all the way up off the ground, okay? Alternating hand and feet, okay? All right. So at the beginning here, corner if you're standing, seated if you are going to do the seated version, and we're going to march in place. Hands at our side, alternating as we march. Good. And we're going to go to the side and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and forward. 7, 8, and side. 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, and side. 7, 8, and forward. 7, 8, and side. 7, 8, and forward. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Side. 7, 8. Forward. 7, 8, and side. 7, 8, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a seat. We're gonna work on our sit and stands real quick before we get any weights, okay? So you're welcome to get a drink of water. I'm gonna turn to the side a little bit here. I'm gonna even open up a window or two because my gosh, it's warm in here. Okay, so we're gonna start in our chair. And we want to be on the edge, so as far away from the back as we can with my sit bones, just right on the edge as much as possible. And then from there, we're going to have our feet hip width apart and right underneath my knees, okay? Nice and tall posture. And I just want to have my hands in my lap And I'm just gonna press through both of my feet like I'm gonna stand up, but I'm not gonna stand up out of my chair, okay? I'm gonna adjust my camera. I'm not sure you can see my feet over there. Looks like you can probably. Okay, so what that looks like is just going to press like I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna squeeze my glutes as hard as I can for 2, 3, and then I'm gonna relax. So hopefully you can notice I'm growing about an inch because of all the squeezing I'm doing, and then I might shrink an inch, okay? So we're gonna do that 10 times through, and then we'll stand up, okay? So hands in your lap, feet about hip width apart, toes about shoulder width apart, press through those heels, squeeze your glutes, hold 2, 3, and then relax. Good, and again, press, hold, 2, 3, and relax. And again, press, no. Hey, squirrel, go, shoot. Okay, sorry, I just had a squirrel trying to crawl through the window. Okay, so we'll do about 4 more. Press, squeeze, hold, 2, 3, and relax. That was one brave little squirrel. And again, press, squeeze, 2, 3, and relax. I feel like it's probably the biggest squirrel I've ever seen. And press, squeeze, hold, 2, 3, and relax. One more time, we're gonna press, squeeze those glutes, hold it, 2, 3, and then relax. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure you guys can see me when I stand up here. So now we're gonna stand all the way up if you are able, okay? If you have a hard time getting out of the chair, just keep working on those squeezes, okay? But we're gonna do the same thing. So my toes are out at like 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Hips in line with my heels. Take a big breath in. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna press and squeeze, but now I'm gonna explode, stand up out of my chair. Now I'm gonna squeeze those glutes at the top for 2, 3, and then I'm gonna break at my hips and then bend at my knees as I sit back into my chair. Good, same thing. Big breath in, press, explode. Now squeeze at the top. 2, 3, good. Hips go back, bend at the knees. And again, big breath in, press, explode, exhale, squeeze those glutes to the top. 2, 3, hips go back, bend at the knees. Good, and again, press, explode, exhale and squeeze. Pretend like you got a $100 bill right in between those glutes and you don't want to drop it. Good, now relax, bend at the hips and the knees. Big breath in, press, explode. Now squeeze that $100 bill there. 2, 3, good. Extension of the hips. Hips go back and bend. Good, last one. Press, explode, exhale and squeeze at the top. 2, 3, go ahead and relax your hands, relax your glutes. You can release the $100 bill, okay? Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on our wrist weights or hand weights if you have them, dumbbells, okay? We're gonna do our upper body exercises to start, okay? So now's also a good time to get that drink of water if you got it. If you have borrowed or have any of your own of these ankle or wrist weights, remember they're adjustable so you can take out some of these pellets to make them lighter for yourself. They are in the arm weights that we have, they are 1/4 of a pound each, okay? So you can make very, very little adjustments in there if you need to, okay? And with these guys, we just want to put them as close to our hand as we can on that wrist, wrap it around. Sounds so easy, right? Always putting on your watch by yourself. All those things are just so easy to do. But it's the same kind of thing as much as you can. It's got Velcro. Try to get it as tight as you can. You can hold on to it a little bit with your hands there too. If you have a set of dumbbells that you're using at home, great. That is totally fine. You just probably can't adjust the weight like we can with these wrist ones, right? And that's fine. I'll tell you how to hold both of them, okay? So again, seated version, if you're not feeling very stable standing, standing if you want to be a little bit more challenged, okay? I'm going to turn to the side here and I'm going to start with the seated version, okay? So the first one I want to do is just going to be our shoulder, or for our deltoids here, shoulder raises is what I call them, okay? So we want to be nice and tall in our posture, shoulders back, hands at my side, and I want my palms to face in. So my thumb is going to go up towards the ceiling, okay? So big breath in, squeeze those shoulders back. So you got that external rotation like our Y's, T's, and A's. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, just raise one arm up to your shoulder height. And then breathe in as you slowly count to 4, bringing your arm to your side. Good, and again, 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. Good, work with that breath. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, and 4. 9, 2, 3, 4. And 10, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. If you are joined us late and maybe didn't get to meet yourself, please make sure to do that. I think I heard a little something. If you've already done it, thank you very much. So I'm just going to do the other arm, and I'm going to do it standing, okay? So same thing, just going to stand, but now I really want to pull my belly button and squeeze my glutes to make sure I'm nice and tight here through my core, okay? So nice and tight, shoulders back, big breath in, and I'm going to raise the other arm up to shoulder height and bring it back as I count to 4 down to my hip again. Good. Thumb up. 2, 2, 3, and 4. Good. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4. And 10, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, nicely done. So we're just going to do the next exercises. It's going to be for our biceps. So we call them bicep curls, okay? So again, you can stay seated or you could be seated. You can go ahead and turn your palms either out. If you're holding the dumbbells, I like to hold them in this way. So again, my palms are towards the inside of my legs, just like we were with the thumbs up on our shoulder raises. Now we don't have to worry about those dumbbells getting in your way of your legs, okay? So same thing, nice big tall posture, shoulders go back. I'm gonna squeeze my glutes, pull my belly button in, big breath, and then I exhale as I just bring my hands up to my shoulders and my ribs stay stuck where my ribs are. So elbows stuck and my wrists and hands move. And again, 2, and then counting to 4 again as we slowly come back to our hips. And 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4. And 10, 2, 3, and 4. All right, nicely done, everybody. The next one, we are all going to have a seat, okay? So find your chair, have a seat, and we're going to be at the edge again. So our sit bones right towards the front edge, far away from that back rest as we can be, okay? And this one, I want to keep my feet right in line with my hips, okay? My knees come out, same as my hips, and feet right underneath that, still facing forward, okay? So now go ahead and just watch me for 1 second. When we do this one, it's a little bit funny setup, okay? So we want to make sure that we keep a good extension in our back as we hinge forward, okay? So what this looks like is called a row. So as we hinge over, notice I keep my back extended. What we want to make sure that doesn't happen is that I bend and my back rounds, okay? So hopefully you can see that from the side a little bit better here. Nice flat back, looks like I'm stiff as a board. I want to make sure that not rounding, we don't want to be soft, okay? So what this looks like is we're going to be nice and tall. We'll raise our hands up to her, and I'm going to walk you through this, don't worry. We're going to bend, and then we're just going to hinge at our hips, okay? Now you can see where your hand is here, and this is about where you want to bring it back to, okay? We're going to bring one hand down to our side, and then we're just going to row up to the ceiling with that elbow, trying to keep it as close to your body as you can, okay? All right, so everybody in your chair, on the edge of your seats, waiting eagerly. Hands at our side, palms facing in, thumbs up towards the ceiling. Nice and tall posture. We're going to raise both arms up just like we did in the beginning. Now we're going to bend the elbows, really squeeze those shoulder blades together, okay? Feel that position there. Now hinge at the hips, keeping that back nice and extended. Bring one hand behind your back and bring the other arm down behind your ankle, okay? Hopefully you're looking something a little like what I'm doing here. Now, bending at the elbow, bringing your hand right back to that spot on your leg, trying to keep it as close to your body as you can, and then back down to your ankle. That was 1. And 2. Down. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Now we're going to hold this last one. And 10. Hold it. You're going to lower your elbow below your shoulder. Okay? Keep that arm bent. Now straighten it out, reaching your pinky towards the ceiling for 1. And bring it back to your leg. And 2. Back to your leg. 3. Don't let that elbow get too high. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Bring that down and lower your hand back down to your ankle, okay? You're going to switch sides. You're just going to put the opposite hand behind your back now, and then lowering the other hand behind your ankle. I'm just turning so you guys can see me work my other side, okay? All right, and 1, and down. Good. 2. Good. Really think about squeezing your shoulder blade over, trying to touch the other one. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Good. 10. Hold. Lower that elbow. And now extend out through the pinky. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Back to your leg, down to your ankle, and then sit up. Great. Okay, so go ahead and put those weights down to the side. Get a drink of water, and we're going to do our leg exercises. So if you have ankle weights for those, go ahead and put those on. If you have the ankle weights and don't remember how to put them on, I'll show you in just a second. All right, guys, if you guys are joining us and are members, I believe that's the stipulation. You have to be a member, but we are loaning some of these out. And I did take these from that inventory, and looks like we have still a few left if you guys are interested, okay? I know some of you might have dumbbells, but you might not be able to use anything on your legs, so maybe if you want just the leg weights, they are on loan if you guys are interested, okay? Same thing with these guys, those pellets come out. These ones are ½ a pound each though, remember? So they go up to a total of 5 pounds. And let me tell you, this 5 pounds feels really heavy today. But we're gonna go ahead and just make sure that we put this notch here. You can kind of see that in the middle, right here, that notch. That's gonna go in the back of your ankle, right above your Achilles tendon. Okay, so you'll put it back there, wrap it around your ankle, and then continue with that strap. Okay, and we're all gonna start with the seated exercise. I feel like we're all took a load off, so why not stay here, right? Okay, so we're gonna do some leg extensions. Okay, so we're back at the edge of our chair again. Sit bones on the edge, far away from our back rest. Feet hip width apart, right underneath my knees. I wanna pick up that knee, but I wanna push like I'm pushing down towards the floor. Pull my toes up towards my knee and squeeze that quad. 2, 3, inhale as you bring it back. And 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. Hopefully you guys can see that my foot's barely an inch above the ground. 6, 2, 3. And I'm pushing as if there's a wall right in front of me. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. One more, and 10, 2, 3, and back. Good. I'm just gonna switch around so you can see my other leg, okay? You don't need to move at all. We're just gonna start again. Big breath in, pick up that knee, exhale as you drive. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. And 10, 2, 3, and back. Woo, it's been a while since I've used these ankle weights. All right, guys, nice job. So if you know you can stand and do the next exercises, please go ahead and do so. I'm gonna show the seated version first, okay? In case you were wondering, go ahead and just watch and I'll show you the 2 options before you make your decision, okay? So if you're gonna do the seated version, we're gonna start with our hamstring. You're gonna bring one foot forward. I want you to press down into the floor so you create some resistance, and then like you're trying to scrape the sole of your shoe off. Or if you're on carpet, you might be trying to create some really good static electricity, okay? Notice my heel comes up, that's fine. And I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna push down to the ground, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how slow I should be dragging and feeling that hamstring work, okay? All right. Standing version is right behind your chair. We always want to hold onto our chair for balance when we're standing, okay? Pull that thing right up against your legs here. We want to make sure that our hips stay extended here and don't bend, okay? I only want to bend at my knee. So if I pick up my knee and I notice I hit my chair, I'm bending at my hip, okay? And that's what I don't want to do, okay? So we just want to shift our weight over to one leg, and I just want to bend at the knee, trying to kick myself in the butt. And then we're going to slowly come back down to that starting point again as we count to 4, okay? All right, so go ahead and pick which one you feel like you can do today. If you're standing, you're going to shift that weight over to one leg, flex the opposite foot that you're not standing on, and bend at the knee for 1. Then come down, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, and 10. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Just switching sides. Shift that weight over if you're standing. Bending at the knee, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. 6, 2, 3, 4. 7, 2, 3, 4. 8, 2, 3, 4. 9, 2, 3, 4, and 10. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. All right, so next we're going to work on our abduction, which is our side here, okay? So if you're seated, we're going to keep the same position you're in, and all I want you to do is open up your hip, moving that foot and knee together as far as you can, and then bring it back, okay? Make sure your knee stays above that ankle the entire time. Your hips might not be as mobile, so your foot might move further, but just make sure to keep it right over, or right underneath your knee, okay? And then the standing, folks, we're gonna be back behind our chair here, okay? Holding onto it for balance. But so you can see my legs, I'm holding it to the side, okay? But you will be holding the chair right here in front of you, okay? And so from here, we're just gonna shift our weight to one foot, rotate our toes in, and then we just wanna raise out to the side, making a straight line. Okay, so that is the standing version. Okay, so pick which one you're gonna do. I'm gonna start with the seated version, and then I'll work my way up to standing with you guys, okay? All right, so together, everybody, and 1, 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. 7, 1,000. 8, 1,000. 9, 1,000. And 10, 1,000. Great. Okay. So now I'm just going to demonstrate. I'm going to do the second half with the standing version. Okay. So just switching legs, shifting your weight over if you're standing. Pretend my chair is in front of me here for balance. And 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. 7, 1,000. 8, 1,000. 9, 1,000. And 10, 1,000. Very good. Woo, okay. So one more to do. We're just going to do it for our glutes. It's the exact same thing that we did with our sit and stands, except for you're not going to stand up, okay? So you can do both at the same time. Squeeze and hold, 2, 3, and relax. Squeeze and hold, 2, 3, and relax. Or you can do one at a time like you're trying to stand up out of one leg, okay? So you'll press through one leg and squeeze, 2, 3, and relax, okay? The standing version, we're going to be back behind our chair. Again, always behind our chair for balance, okay? We're going to shift our weight onto that first standing leg that we were on. And now I want you to get those $100 bills out again. Put them right back in between your glutes. Squeeze them nice and tight so you don't lose it, okay? All right. You're going to stand, and you're just going to push right through that heel. 1, 1,000, and back. 2, 1,000. Nice and tall. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. 7, 1,000. 8, 1,000. 9, 1,000. and 10 1,000. Okay, just gonna switch to the seated version for the last one here. And I'm gonna press and hold 2, 3, and relax. Good. So either one you are doing, I'm just trying to make sure you know what to do. Press, 2, 3, and relax. Good, and again, press, 2, 3, and relax. Good, and press, 2, 3, and relax. Good, and again, press, 2, 3, relax. Good. 7, 2, 3, relax. 8, 2, 3, relax. 9, 2, 3, and relax. Good, last one, and 10, 2, 3, and relax. Very good. All right, so go ahead and take off those ankle weights, have a seat here, get a drink of water. And we only have 3 minutes to stretch, so quickest stretching session ever. We want to try to hold at least these poses for at least a minute, okay? 30 to 60 seconds at least in each of these. But today, unfortunately, we ran out of time, okay? So if you can, homework, guys. Try to do these a little bit longer at home, okay? We're going to run through what they look like, though. So you guys remember, we'll move those fingers around. Good, and then wrist rolls. Good, other direction. Good, and now same thing, we're gonna just do little ankle rolls. Other direction. Good, and then extend that leg out, point those toes. Good, flex the ankle. Good, extend and flex. Now put that heel down on the ground. So from the side here, nice and tall posture. You're gonna reach your hands behind your back and press those shoulders together. And then again, hinge at your hips. Keep those toes up and pull. You want to continue to breathe. Remember, you want to keep that nice extension. As soon as you round, you're shortening those muscles again. So we want to keep that extended so we really lengthen those muscles and feel a good stretch as much as you can. And we're short on time, so go ahead and bring that leg in, relax your hands. We're going to do ankle rolls on the other side. Good, other direction. Good, fully extend that ankle, point those toes, flex. Good, extend, flex again. Good, heel down, fingers behind your back, hinging at your hips, toes up towards your knees. Breathe. Go ahead and sit up, bring that leg in. And then you can stand and do the hip flexor quad stretch, or you can stay seated. You can scooch over to one side here. You're gonna bend at the knee, bringing your foot behind you, keeping your knee right underneath your hip. And pull, push through your heel. Pull your belly button in, push that tailbone down towards the floor. Feel that stretch from your hip down into your quad. Remember, you want to do these for at least 30 to 60 seconds on each side. We're moving through these really quickly today. I apologize. A lot of descriptions. Go ahead and bring that foot up. We're gonna scooch over and do the other side. Kind of bend at the knee. Pull that heel down behind you again. Same thing, nice and tall posture. Belly button comes in, tailbone goes down. And we're already past 10:30. So go ahead and bring those legs together. And we're gonna bring our feet back underneath our knees and we're gonna stand up out of our chair like we practiced. And in case you don't realize it, every time you sit and stand, you're practicing. So do it like we do in class, okay? All right, guys, so I'm just gonna quickly show you at least to do your arms. Pull that arm across, hug it underneath and pull across. Feel a nice stretch back there in the back of your shoulders. You're gonna wanna do that on both sides. Bring the arm across, scoop and pull across here. Okay. Good, go ahead and shake that out. I apologize for this, you guys. We'll make sure to have more time to stretch next week, okay? Take that wide stance, big breath in, and reach up to the ceiling. Exhale as you come down. Good, again, big breath in. Exhale as you come down. And then reach, reach, reach. Pull yourself up. Good, and come down. Take that big breath in. I want you to stick out your tongue and big exhale out. One more time, big breath in, tongue out, relax that jaw and big exhale. Shake that all out. All the way from your toes to your head. Nice job, you guys.
Thank you. I like the class. Great.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Next Wednesday.
Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Yes.
I'm going to do that.